how to know what to do in this life, right? Now, this is a quick video I'm gonna make, and I can even talk about previous life things, and I probably will title this, right? And I definitely appreciate everybody that watched all of those videos. I know I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I went on vacation. I made 12 videos in one day and dropped them all, right? So I thought that was a great time for me to duck off. It's been 2 weeks. I think it's good that I come back with a video, right? And I like when y'all stay on my head about this stuff because it makes me, I'm telling you, the more y'all comment and the more y'all DM me and tell me things like, when's the next video coming out, or when you gonna explain this, when you gonna explain that, you'll get more videos, I promise you. But even if I had one person watching, I would still do these videos, you know what I'm saying? Because this is gonna get out, and 6 years from now, these videos could blow up. I don't know what could happen. So, okay, how to know what you were in a previous life and how to know what you should do here, right? Now, since this isn't a chart reading, you can schedule that, but this will tell you a general feeling of what you should know. You know what I'm saying? This resonates with you, just email me and, I can look at your house lords, or you could pay for a reading. It doesn't matter to me. And especially if you feel like you have no purpose here, please DM me. Please. I'm going to say that again. If you feel like you have no purpose here, DM me. Okay? Because if you have no purpose here, if you feel like that, your body will get taken. And I mean that. And if you can interpret that in any way you want, because it doesn't matter. It's not going to be yours anymore. Now, okay, so things that you might put off all of the time. Something that you might procrastinate over that could seem like something that you're really into. Something that you're good at, but you might procrastinate with it. You might not take it seriously. You might not try to, even if you feel like you want this to be a career, you might not take it seriously enough to be a life passion or a entrepreneurship career type thing because you're too comfortable. You know why? It's because that's your spirit knows that's what you're here to do, and you're not doing it. So this could be the thing that people need to remind you to do. Somebody has to tell you, oh, I don't know why you don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did you work on that? Did you check? Why don't you work? Stuff like that. Why don't you go do this? You know what I mean? Somebody's reminding you that for a reason, and that's your soul bringing that person, place, or thing into your life to let you wake up and realize, right? But this is what this channel is for, so you can realize, know thyself, so that way your whole life can change and improve generally. So things that you want to do though, like the things that, like you feel like you want to do so bad, but it's out of reach, and you try. This could be there's a lot of people that want to do music nowadays. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't mean that's what you're here to do. That's not what you're here to do. If you feel like it's out of reach in such a way to where you don't see any progression, any type of tangible progression, you're doing the wrong thing, because anything that's a gift that you're supposed to be here to do, the door is open, no matter what that is. So, like I said, things that you put off, that you procrastinate with, that it takes somebody to remind you to do, that's what you're put here to do. Things that you think that you really can do, that you probably not the best at, but it's out of reach, but you just want it so bad. Maybe it's something that the whole society is focused on, that you want, that seems out of reach, but you want it so bad. That's not what you're here to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing with people that feel like they have no passions or desires. That means you didn't give your life up to another being, person, place, or thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's a thought form, a person, a place, a spirit, anything. You know what I'm saying? That means you didn't sold your soul. Selling your soul doesn't mean what people think when you have to literally write it on a contract. That's not literally, you don't have to only do it to sell your soul. You sell your soul in many ways. So to continue with that, now you got something that a lot of people that been here doing that know about this is the thing about, okay, when it comes to life path and knowledge about anything with the past life, right? It's the reason why these religions only teach you about reincarnation. You have something called incarnation, reincarnation, and decarnation. Incarnation came first. So the fact that they only talk about reincarnation when it comes to anything with the afterlife shows you that whoever the spirit, the over soul that took that idea and made it into whatever it is in America right now, or in the world period, they had their own goal with that. That spirit had their own goal with that, to make your mind think a certain type of way. They want you to only incarnate and reincarnate. They don't want you to decarnate. Reincarnation is you being brought back here. Reincarnation is you being brought here, right? Okay, you incarnate first, then you reincarnate, right? But nobody decarnates. That's why everybody keeps coming back, because you come back doing the same thing over and over. You incarnate, okay, then you reincarnate, you come back here, okay, and then what? You don't decarnate, so you will never leave this body. You'll only get lower and lower and lower. People come back, come here and get a body, don't know how to act, and the next thing they turn into a frog or something, you know what I'm saying, or a pig or something, and then they come back and it shows whether they are fat and eat a lot, eat like a pig, and a lot of people might say that. You know what I'm saying? It's this, everybody had a different kind of vessel before you were in this human body. So you were resonating with whatever vessel you were in. You know what I mean? Whether that's a dog, cat, insect, people that look like insects, bro, that stuff is not a joke. You might say somebody look like a dog. Like, it's stuff like that that people don't take seriously. You know, we all came from somewhere other than a human body. I want y'all to understand that. Now, you ever been to like a job interview, or you ever been chilling with somebody, and it's just you feel so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel like you don't belong there. Like, you might be scared of getting a job somewhere because you know you just don't feel comfortable going there. You know what I mean? And then you could get that job, or you could be with somebody and you chill with them for the first time, and then you chill with them and all of the butterflies go instantly away. It feels familiar, right? That means that person, place, or thing might have been a new location for this body, but your soul knew it. And, you know, just because, don't be scared of entering spaces that you've never been in before, you know, because you could own that space. It takes energy to make a space. So all of these careers and stuff that everybody else has their energy into to make it upright, to make that star shine, to make you see, you know, that everybody's rotating around that idea. You can do the same thing with the idea in your head. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a lot of people, prime example, like thing like comic books. It's people who start comic books all of the time and get a lot of profit off of it. Something that's not really popular, but it's something that they're into. It could be a hobby of theirs. That could be what they're here. They're personally into that. You know what I'm saying? That could be something they're really into, and that could bring them profit. That could be something that they're meant to do here. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Somebody could be meant just here. It's people here that's sent here to be serial killers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a purpose. I don't care what you say. Now, when you want to talk about things like, okay, past lives and all of that, you got to go to the moon, right? Now, what is the moon, right? It's emotion, it's time, it's water, right? The moon is a body of, it's a really big body of water. You know what I'm saying? It holds time, emotion. You know, women are ruled by this. You know what I'm saying? So it tells you a lot about you and your life and your emotions and your past and your future, right? So now that's what the north and south node is, right? The north node is the front part of the moon. The south node, which is where you're going, and the south node is the where you came from, which is the back part of the moon, and you're in the middle. If you look, if you were to take pictures of it, it's like 3 photos: the past, the present, the future. Okay, your moon sign can only be in between. Your moon sign is in between those. It can't be anything else. It has to be in between those. Okay, it's spaces. It's literally the moon snapping shots of your life, where you were, where you're from. You know what I'm saying? So say if someone has like a Aries moon, it could be a man with an Aries moon. He might be a very emotional guy. Like, he might be always talking about his problems. You know what I'm saying? Or he might really show his emotions and wear it on his shoulder. You know what I mean? And this could be the most manliest man you could think, but he will show his ass though if he's feeling emotional. You know what I'm saying? That could have been a female in the past life. He could have been a female. He wouldn't even know. But you'll see it in so many ways because they have female tendencies, right? And just like a woman's in the past life could have, if she was a man in the past life, it could be a woman that's out here, you know, it could be one with a Capricorn moon, right? And they could be out here, which y'all will call a hoe, which really isn't. But, you know, that's another video. But, you know, they could be out here doing things like that and think like a man to men. And it seemed like they only based off logic. But when they go home every night, they're wondering why relationships between these men don't work out. You know what I mean? Why can't I find this? Why can't I find love here? I'm so confused. You know what I'm saying? That was probably a male in the past life who was in a female body now. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't work the same. So they have to get used to that. And just like with the male, you know what I mean? A male with like a Aries moon could really, that's definitely was a female in the past life, and it will show in their personality because they will show their emotions on their sleeve. Don't forget that it might be a masculine sign in the moon, but the moon is a feminine body. Okay? So when you want to talk about things like past life and what you were here to do, you would look at them. You should really look at the moon and your house lords. But the easiest way, especially if you aren't really into astrology and you're learning, look at the moon. You know what I'm saying? And you can email me or DM me and I will help you just to tell you something little like that. And I will explain it about yourself. Whatever description that fits you, I could tell you exactly where you're from, or I could tell you what you were. Now, me saying that, I want to do a video next on twin flames and soulmates. So that's going to be the next video. You know, email me, comment down below for if y'all got video suggestions, which I want after this video. It doesn't matter to me. You know, email me for natal readings. You got questions, anything, you know. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days.